Hey everyone, it's Karen, and on today's podcast, I'm going to be talking about the differences between AI art and your normal artwork. AI artwork, I'm going to first define a little bit, is created with the help of algorithms, lacks the human intention, emotion, and unique perspective that all hallmarks of traditional artwork, instead relying on patterns and data analyzing to generate images. That's just a little bit of background of that. Previously, like I had been talking in my other episodes, I'm bringing in AI to my art podcast because I want to highlight about the differences, good, bad. What I personally don't like it, but that's me. So here we go. AI artwork is creation process is an AI art is generated using algorithm and machine learning trained on vast data sets of existing images and other data. As I had just recently said, it's not really human creativity. The input. Users provide prompts or parameters which the AI then interrupts and uses the generated image. For the output, AI art can produce a wide variety of styles and images, often with a high level of details and realism. Intent. An AI art is not created with a specific intent or to express a particular emotion or message, as it lacks the capability for subject experience. The originality of AI artwork can be seen as a remix or a mashup of existing styles and images rather than truly originally creation. Examples. AI art can include images, videos, music, and other creative forms. Tools. AI art is created using generative AI tools such as Adobe Firefly. Traditional art is the creation process for that. Traditional art is created by a human artist, me, one of them, who uses their skills and knowledge and creativity to express their ideas and their emotions. When I do artwork, I haven't really figured out how to put my emotions into my artwork. I always just find a picture I want and paint it. That's kind of like my art style, which I know that's not what I should be doing. I should be learning what art has emotions from my insides. What emotions do I have that I can just put on canvas or paper and make emotions? So that's what I'm actually going to try to be learning this year a lot. I've always been kind of pushing this back, but this year I'm really going to try to just throw everything together. Wear a piece of like clothing, a button, just throw it together and make something. That's what I'm really going to try to focus on, and it's already starting to go great because I've already got a whole bunch of my old, I know this is like TMI, but my old night clothes. So like one of my themes I have still a Betty Boop outfit. So one creation I'm going to be making is Betty Boop. Another one is I don't even know, the pants were South Park and Homer Simpson. Yes, I grew up on those two. Again, 90s baby. So back to art, normal art. Let's talk about that. The input for normal art is artists use their own vision, experience, and intuition to create art. From my perspective as an artist, it's kind of hard sometimes because I always feel so pressured to make something. I don't feel like I have pressure to just create something. When I make something, it's like something that needs to be done, like a sign for somebody's house. But when I can create it, that's my emotions. So I'm going to start learning how to use my emotions in my artwork, and we're going to see how that goes. So the originality of normal art is traditional art can be seen as unique and expression of the artist's perspective and creativity. An example, traditional art, including painting, sculptures, drawings, and other forms of art. I will say I have played around with the clay stuff in high school. It was so much fun. We had a kiln and everything. The only thing I did not like doing, I don't know why, but we had this huge, I don't know, trash can. And my art teacher, we had to get the clay out of that, but with all the water and stuff, because then you had to form it, you know. But I always hated touching it. It was so gross. Like, I don't know, I have like sensor issues where stuff sometimes will make me freak out. Like, I don't know. One thing about sensor for me is I don't like ice cubes. I can't stand them. I can't stand ice. I don't know what's wrong with me, but that's just me. So, but yeah, doing sculptures and clay, I feel like that's more, I don't know, to me, it feels, I'm more into that than I am anything else, because you're actually having to like put your whole body into putting your hands down in the clay and forming a vase or something. So you get to actually put how much force you want in as you're spinning the clay and everything, and it's just it's fun. It's my favorite form of art, and I hate to say that because I love painting, but sculpting clay, I like it. Except for when I have to put it in the kiln, then I have to hope and pray it doesn't blow up. That's the problem. That's why I was always supervised in art class by not only my teacher, but I honestly feel like some of my peers, I really feel like they watch me a lot too, especially like, yeah, I'll save that story for another time. And lastly, tools that a regular artist will need. Traditional art is created using traditional tools and techniques such as paintbrushes, sculpting tools, and pencils. So like for me, I use acrylic paint, very little oil paint. I just get them at Walmart. And then on another podcast, I will be giving you a list of all of my art supplies, where I get them, prices, and why I like them so much, why I continue to buy them. Yes, the prices have a little bit to do with why I continue to buy the cheap stuff, but honestly, the cheap paint works just as good as normal paint. Trust me. I've been doing this for several years. I don't even know how long. But yeah. So that is the end of my podcast. Drop below if you want to talk about this with me. If you do, just let me know. Honestly, drop what you think as well. Not even if you want to just communicate. Just put your input about what you think the difference is between AI and traditional art. See you all next time on my podcast. Bye. Have a good day.